Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, distinguished guests and fellow believers. Today, I would like to talk about the holy month of Ramadan and its significance in Islam. Ramadan is the new month of the Islamic calendar and is observed by Muslims worldwide as a month of fasting, prayer, and spiritual reflection. This month holds a special place in the heart of Muslims, and it is considered one of the most sacred months of the year. The importance of Ramadan is emphasized in the Quran, where Allah says, "Ya ayyuhalladzina amanu kutiba alaikumusiyam kama kutiba alal ladzina min qablikum la'allakum tattaqun." All you who have believed, decreed upon you is fasting as it was decreed upon those before you that you may become righteous. Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 183. This verse highlights the main purpose of Ramadan, which is to attain righteousness and to draw closer to Allah through various acts of worship. Fasting during Ramadan is one of the five pillars of Islam, and is obligatory for all adult Muslims who are physically and mentally capable of observing it. During this month, Muslims abstain from food, drink, and other physical needs from dawn until sunset. This act of self-restraint is intended to help us develop self-discipline and empathy for those who are less fortunate. Fasting also allows us to focus on spiritual reflection and increase our devotion to Allah. Apart from fasting, Ramadan is also a time for increased prayer and Quranic recitation. recitation. Muslims are encouraged to spend more time in prayer, particularly during the nighttime prayers called Tarawih. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is reported to have said, "Whoever stands in prayer during Ramadan with faith and expecting reward, all his previous sins will be forgiven." Sahih al-Bukhari. In addition to fasting and prayer, Ramadan is also a time for giving to those in need. Muslims are encouraged to give generously to charity and to be mindful of the need of others. This act of charity is not only a way to help others, but is also a means of earning Allah's blessings. Ramadan is a time for increased spiritual reflection and self-improvement. Muslims are encouraged to engage in acts of kindness, forgiveness, and self-discipline. The holy month of Ramadan is a reminder of the importance of our faith and a time to renew our commitment to Islam. Ramadan is not just a month of abstaining from food and drink. It is a time of spiritual reflection and renewal. During this month, Muslims focus on improving their character and increasing their devotion to Allah. Fasting helps to discipline the body and mind, while increased prayer and Quranic recitation help to purify the soul. One of the unique aspects of Ramadan is the sense of community it creates. Muslims around the world come together, break their fast at sunset, share meals with family and friends, and attend nightly Tarawih prayer at the mosque. The sense of community helps to strengthen bonds and foster a sense of unity among believers. Ramadan is also a time for increased empathy and compassion. Fasting allows Muslims to experience hunger and thirst, giving them a better understanding of the struggles faced by those less fortunate. This increased empathy leads to increased acts of charity and kindness. as Muslims seek to help others in need. Furthermore, Ramadan is not just about personal piety and self-improvement. It is also it also has social and political dimensions. In some parts of the world, Ramadan is a time for political activism and social change. For example, in Palestine, Ramadan is a time of resistance against the Israel occupation, while in Burma, it is a time of solidarity with the Rohingya Muslims who are being persecuted. The Quranic verse that I mentioned earlier, "O you who have believed, decreed upon you is fasting as it was decreed upon those before you that you may become righteous." Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 183, is a reminder that the practice of fasting has been observed by believers throughout history. It is a way of purifying the soul and drawing closer to Allah, as well as a means of attaining righteousness. Finally, I would like to emphasize the importance of following the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. During Ramadan, the Prophet set an example of piety, kindness, and generosity during this month, and his teachings continue to inspire Muslims around the world. Following his example can help us to attain the true spirit of Ramadan and to become better Muslims and better Human beings. In conclusion, Ramadan is a time for Muslims to renew their faith, strengthen their community, and increase their empathy and compassion. It's a time of personal and social transformation, as well as a time to reflect on the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. May Allah bless us, Allah, during this holy month, and may it bring us closer to Him and to one another. Ramadan Mubarak to all. One of the key elements of Ramadan is the practice of self-restraint by abstaining from food and drink during the day. Muslims develop self-discipline and self-control, which is essential for leading a righteous and fulfilling life. Fasting also helps us to become more mindful of our action and our relationship with Allah, which leads to increased spiritual awareness. Another important aspect of Ramadan is the increased emphasis on prayer and Quranic recitation. Muslims are encouraged to spend more time in prayer during this month, particularly during the nighttime Tarawih prayers. Quranic recitation is also an important practice as it helps us to better understand the teachings of Allah and the Prophet Muhammad, which be upon him. In addition to personal piety, Ramadan also has important social dimension. Muslims are encouraged to be more charitable and to help those in need during this month. Charity is a central pillar of Islam, and Ramadan provides an opportunity for Muslims to give generously and help those who are less fortunate. Moreover, Ramadan is a time of increased social awareness and political consciousness. In many parts of the world, Muslims face persecution and discrimination, and Ramadan provides an opportunity to raise awareness of these issues and to take action to address them. It is also a time to stand in solidarity with those who are suffering, whether they are Muslim or non Muslim. The significance of Ramadan is also reflected in the numerous hadiths saying of the Prophet Muhammad that emphasize its importance. For example, the Prophet is reported to have said, "When Ramadan comes, the gates of paradise are opened, the gates of hell are closed, and the devils are chained." Sahih al-Bukhari. This hadith emphasizes the special nature of Ramadan and the importance of taking advantage of the opportunities it provides. In conclusion, In conclusion, Ramadan is a time for spiritual reflection, personal growth, and social awareness. It is a month of self-restraint, increased prayer, and Quranic recitation, as well as a time to be more charitable and to help those in need. By following the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad and practicing the rituals of Ramadan, we can be, we can become better Muslims and better human beings. May Allah bless us all during this holy month and beyond Ramadan Mubarak to all. I hope this speech can motivate you and you can reach many reward from this month, especially in Ramadan month. Uh, Maybe that's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.